Hello, hello, hello. This is 120 Days of Movie Podcast. I almost forgot the name of the podcast. Uh,
It's been 120 days since we did the last
yeah, it's been
podcast.
yeah, it's been
Yeah.
Imagine if we were that clever, like we actually like waited
Yeah.
120 days to come back.
It
That
was
would be
it was
so cool.
a four times a year podcast, as if we
Oh
weren't
no, no, no!
consistent
But I
enough.
meant like because we've been on a hiatus, like just like
Right.
the one, yeah. But no, imagine, yeah, right, 3 episodes a year.
Yeah.
They would actually have to be like really real bangers. Like we actually put effort into them.
Yeah, that's too much to ask.
Oh yeah, putting effort into anything? No way.
Oof, man.
Yeah.
hmm But yeah, this is Chuck.
This is Daniel.
This is Brendan.
Cool. Yeah, we were gone for a little bit. We were doing important life things. Me and Brendan
Gallivanting.
got
Whatnot.
me and Brendan got married, so that worked out really well.
Yeah, Mazel tov.
Woo!
Woo! But yeah, yeah, we watched a movie. It took us 3 months to watch the Prince of Egypt.
One of the best animated films of all time. My
Yeah,
opinion, of course.
but yeah, by DreamWorks, directed by 3 people, which is always a bad sign. But to be honest, the movie was good. I'm just gonna say that right now. But it was directed by Brenda Chapman, Steve Hickner, and Simon Wells. And yeah, it was by DreamWorks, so the people who give you Shrek.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that as this movie was being developed, so was Shrek. Like they were literally coming out at the same time. Which I guess Shrek came out a couple years later. But I remember hearing somewhere that if people that they thought were not good animators, they sent to the Shrek team.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
really? That's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
I just am throwing that out there, but I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
So one team worked on like a very spiritual and like important movie, while the other people did like Prince of Egypt.
Exactly. Yeah, one movie based on one of the most mainstream religions of all time, and the other was Prince of Egypt.
Mhm. I mean, it's kind of true. If you ask like a little kid, like, "Oh yeah, do you know Shrek or Moses?" They'll probably
Yeah. They'll say Shrek.
they'll definitely say Shrek. I'm like, well, Shrek is way more important.
Right.
But yeah, we saw Prince of Egypt, and it was pretty good. I didn't know it was a musical.
Had you never seen it?
No, it was my first time watching it.
Wow. I guess
That's
I
why.
must have known
That's
that,
why
but
he
I
kept.
forgot.
Yeah, that's why Brandon's kept bugging me for the rest of my life
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah. No, it's good. I had seen. I mean, it'd been fucking like years and years since I'd seen this movie, but yeah, I forgot that you hadn't seen it.
hmm Yeah, it was a fun watch. It was animation was done really well.
The animation was
Oh, this-
amazing. Just a cool little other fact. I forgot like the exact number, but that the water splitting scene, it took them a long time to animate that. I forget how long though. But just that scene
Yeah,
alone
no.
of the water.
I heard the same thing. I think like when he splits the water at the end, I think that's like
Yeah.
it took like 100 days or something.
Wow. I like how you guys
Yeah.
are calling it the splitting of the water. And
What is it
not
called? What is it called?
the parting of the Red Sea is
Oh,
generally how people
Oh,
the splitting of the water.
it's so beautiful though. Like the
Yeah.
animation is
Yeah.
amazing.
Some of the CG
Oh
is
yeah,
really
that's
good,
what I got.
especially in that scene. But the CG with the sand was ass. Like in the very beginning, I was ready to like tear this movie apart. I thought the sand looked so bad, but it was only in the
This-
beginning, and then the rest of the movie looked really good.
Yeah, there is
Wait.
some weird. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, Dan.
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, I agree. There's like, so apparently, I just was reading about this movie just today that like most of it is traditional animation with some CG, and yeah, like I mean, it was '98, I guess, but there are a couple scenes like the chariot race too. Like, there's a couple points that it's clearly like CG environments, and it looks a little funky, which is sort of a shame. But yeah, overall, it's like really a pretty visually striking movie, both like in the color palette and even like I feel like the composition of the what would you say shots scenes is like really thoughtful and interesting. So yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, another thing to add, like with the animation, I love like that transition when I guess like when he's dreaming and it's sort of like 2D-ish when he goes like in the wall, when it's like, you know what I mean? When it's like the drawings
Yeah, the
being
hieroglyphics.
animated. Yeah.
Wait, you're talking about when he
that's so
sees
cool.
when he talks to the bush?
No, when he like dreams And
Is
then
it
he
green?
sees like the kids
It's like his vision of the the killing of the Hebrew
killing
babies.
of the babies.
When Xerxes does it?
Yeah, it's right when Gerard Butler like kicks that dude into a pit. That part.
Wait, Gerard Butler's in this movie?
No, dude.
It's Ramses. Oh, it's Ramses.
I thought you were making a joke, but I was,
Dude,
Yeah, so did
I
I.
haven't. I I legitimately thought his name was
Xerxes.
Oh, Xerxes from 300. I didn't
That's
even. Oh wow, it's Ramses.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
No,
So
his
wait,
dad.
was
Ramses' dad.
the original emperor?
Yeah.
Pharaoh.
It's basically right after the song All I Ever Wanted, when he like finds out that he was when she's like, "Oh, you're actually like your mother, who your real mother is." And then he goes into a song, All I Ever Wanted,
Yeah,
and then right after
I
that he
think
goes to sleep.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I didn't even know this. The dad's name is apparently Seti. So I don't even know if that comes up really. Anyway, yeah,
It's
Ramses
Patrick
is the brother.
Stewart.
Yeah, Patrick
That's
Stewart.
kind of crazy. Wow, a really loaded cast.
I
It's kind of funny.
know. Isn't that crazy? And like, it is a loaded cast. And like, honestly, other than other than Moses and Ramses, the other characters like don't really have a ton of lines. You
Mhm.
know, like they all kind of have like one scene, and it's just like inexplicable. Like his mother, who has like says two sentences. And I think it's Helen Mirren. Like, why? You know,
They just had to
you
flex.
just,
They were like, "We have everyone."
yeah. They just brought her in for an afternoon, and it's like say that you love your son, and then go home. Thank you.
Yeah, because they knew this was going to be a masterpiece, so they'd want to be a part of the
hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's cool. It's awesome, but it's just sort of funny.
And I
Yeah.
didn't know what's his name is Hans Zimmer.
Oh, he made the music. That is kind of
Or
Or
crazy
like the
too.
score. Yeah.
Yeah, because Hans Zimmer was this like one of his first movies?
No
That's a
idea.
good question.
Oh no, he probably
I-
no. He did Lion King first.
Yeah, he was also in Lion King. I was going to say
Hans
that.
Zimmer did the music for the.
Yeah, dude, the music for the Lion King is so good.
I didn't realize it was Zimmer. That's
Yeah.
great. How did I not know that? I'm an
Yeah.
idiot.
You're not an
So
idiot.
I don't know if Hans Zimmer does like the songs, right? It's just the musical score
Oh,
background.
he like does this. Yeah, he does like the
Yeah.
score. Yeah.
Still though,
Okay.
because I guess didn't Elton John do like the kind of musical numbers?
Not all of them, right?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Because they got Broderick to do the singing for.
Well, I
what's
mean,
his-
Well, he's
Broderick
the
didn't
voice actor.
say he didn't write any of it though.
Oh, you mean like who wrote it? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
That could have been anyone. That could have been fake.
it was AI.
AI generated.
Don't make that joke because it's real now. We're
Yeah.
gonna get into we're gonna get in the realm where like movies are gonna just be all AI and they're gonna be trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, overall I like this movie. I was surprised I was gonna like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
What? Oh, go ahead, Dan.
No. Go ahead, Brendan.
I was just gonna ask a quick question. Like, what's your guys' favorite song?
A song. I like the first one the most.
Oh,
Okay.
uh-huh. I mean, I feel like
Deliver us.
yeah. And then how's it
Yeah.
go next?
Deliver us.
Up a fifth. I don't know what the song's called, but the miracle when you believe. Maybe it's called When You Believe.
Oh
Like
yeah.
when they're leaving. Because at the end, apparently, in the credits song, it's Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey like have a version of that song, which is wild. So yeah, it's a pretty good song.
Yeah.
What about you?
I love them all, but like one that always stands out to me is the one where he sings "All I Ever Wanted."
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Mhm. So what's your guys' favorite scene? And you can't say the final scene
Why not?
because I feel like that's gonna be all our answers.
Wait,
The
which
final
Oh, you
scene,
mean like
meaning the splitting
Part-
of the water.
The splitting of the water. Yeah.
Well, mine is an aspect of that.
Okay, well,
Okay.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's you can't say that. It can't. What's the aspect, and then you can't say
Okay.
that.
Okay, I'll say that, and then I'll say like another scene. But for some reason, like this scene gives me an emotion that I honestly like wish I knew the word for it. But when Ramses is alone on like a boulder of rock,
Mm.
and he's just yelling for Moses, and he's like surrounded by water. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
after
yeah.
the water, yeah. Like seriously, I honestly don't know. Like that feeling I get from that scene is a feeling I haven't gotten anywhere else, like
Horniness?
IRL.
Wow.
So I'm like, what the hell is this? But I
You're
love
just you're getting horny. Like, oh, he's
Oh,
screaming.
God.
it. No, it's
Is
like a
it-
mixture of just like melancholy and somber, and I don't
Oh,
know.
so you feel bad that he's screaming? Like you feel bad that like their like relationship is ending?
Yeah, that's definitely part of it for sure.
Do you not? Do you feel also feel like happy that like Moses got away or no?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd hope so.
yeah. No, yeah, of course. I don't want
Yeah,
anyone
well,
to.
yeah. I'm curious. I'm just trying to get into Brendan's head. I'm like, did you root for Ramses the entire time?
No, not the entire time.
Oh, no, I get what he's saying though, because it's like you can be empathetic, like you can feel
Yeah.
empathetic towards him as a human being
Mhm.
without being like, man, I didn't realize Moses was the bad guy. Like you don't have, you don't have to like the
Yeah.
institution of slavery to like, empathize with the character. I guess.
Yeah.
I just don't feel bad for Ramses in that scene because like he went back on his word.
Yeah.
So I'm like when he's like screaming like I can't believe you did this. I'm like, well, why did you come?
Yeah. But I mean, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They grew up together and like they literally saw each other as brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I know where you're coming from.
It's a complicated emotion.
Yeah.
Dan, what was your favorite scene besides the parting at the sea,
The splitting of the water.
the splitting of the water?
That's a good question. I mean, honestly, there's like a lot of really great imagery actually. Um, like a scene I like the scene early on when um Moses and Ramses are like being like scolded by the Pharaoh, by their father.
Like one of the
Because
first scenes.
yeah, and because I like in that scene, particularly when he's talking to Moses, the profile of his face is like superimposed over the profile of like one of the Pharaoh statues, like right
Yeah,
behind
that's
him.
really cool imagery.
Yeah, and actually, I don't know if this is on purpose. I'm reading too much of it, but Moses is superimposed over the Red Sea, which is obviously where he's going to escape from. Um,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, and that may be just like geography. I don't know if you're really meant to like be like, "Whoa, look!" But then in a later scene,
Oh
I
yeah,
think
they
it's when
meant
Moses. Okay, when Moses goes back and like meets with his brother, who's now Pharaoh, it's again um Ramses is like imposed over the statues, but he's like one removed. Like he's like the next in the line. So they kind of bring that imagery back, but it's like just off place. Like he would be the next. So there's like I feel like lots of cool. Like there's very thoughtful. I feel like there's very thoughtful imagery through the movie. It's not just like the quality of the animation is excellent, and the use of color is great, and it's a very visually striking movie. But they don't just sit on that. I feel like there's actual like cinematography. Like there's like real like shot composition that's being thought of, which is always nice to see.
And
Yeah.
it's nice because like when it's animated, like you're allowed to like break rules and you're allowed to like
Mhm.
cheat. Not cheat, but like do things that you wouldn't be able to do live action.
Yeah, there's not the same physical limitations. I think like there's still, I guess, physical limitations in terms of like you need to adhere to the laws of physicality. Like there's like a certain reality you're trying to emulate. But yeah, like there's like certain movement and shots and like camera placement that you can, I guess, achieve really easily or more easily because there isn't a real camera.
Yeah.
I
What
was
about
gonna
you,
say
Chuck?
my favorite scene was definitely the burning bush because that was like
Mm.
I didn't like some background on me. I went to like a Christian school for 1 year, so I like knew a little bit about like what was going on. I'm like, oh, like this is about Moses, Old Testament, yada yada yada. And I always imagined the burning bush as like not like that. I just felt like it was
Yeah.
always just like something that was like on fire by accident, or like
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know why. I never
like, mhm.
I never took it like that way, and I always imagined it was around other bushes that weren't on fire.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like I guess it's Exodus is the book of the Bible that um it's described in, and I guess I don't know in what like text it would have originally been other than the Bible. But I'm not as familiar with like Hebrew text, but yeah, like I don't know how much it's like described. You know what I mean? Like, is it specified that it's on its own? I think the fact that it's in a cave, at least in like that mountain, is specified.
Yeah,
But
I think
other than
that like
that,
it is also, isn't it like a journey that he finds it? Like I can't. Maybe I'm going crazy.
uh, I mean, he does a lot of wandering. Like
Yeah.
that's what the movie cuts out. Other than like that
Oh,
one,
I know. Yeah, that's like the
yeah,
funniest part. Like they cut out the most, the fact that they were like wandering in the desert for 40 years after
yeah,
this.
like when the movie ends, they're about to lay out, according to the Old Testament, wander around the desert for 40 years. Moses lives to like 120 and
Hmm.
dies before they reach the promised land. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's kind of
the ending.
crazy.
Yeah,
The Bible's
Damn.
like not not nice to any of its.
no,
Yeah, no one
uh,
really gets a good ending.
I think like the coldest line of all time is when, and then Dan, you told me last time that this is actually from the Bible, right? Where he says, "I am that I am."
did I say that? It sounds like
No,
something I
I
said.
thought I said that
Oh,
to you recently, you bum.
Oh, you said it, Chuck. Sorry. Yeah, I think that was like, I thought that was like a movie original, and I was like, damn, who thought of that? But yeah, I love it.
Imagine. It's dude. I always get so confused with like how the Bible's written. It's Exodus 3:7 to 8 and 13 to 14.
378. What is it?
It's like a couple and
Yeah,
I'll,
because it's
Oh,
the
and they say
three.
that directly, right?
yeah. Well, no, it's like kind of like mixed in line. Like the Bible's confusing, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I love that scene.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I love that scene too. I think that's one of my favorite scene in the movie.
the Val Kilmer voices both Moses and the voice of God.
I thought it was someone else that the
Oh, I
voice
didn't
that
know
guy.
that.
Yeah, he's uncredited. I only saw that because
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right.
yeah,
He is the voice of God. Oh,
yeah. Which
that's
sort of, I
he's
mean,
talking to himself.
yeah, like that is kind of I don't think their intention is to like imply that it was all in his head, certainly. But it's sort of an
Ooh,
interesting.
but that no, that is a tough. No, no, no,
Well,
no, no. I like that.
yeah. Because
Give
it's
something to
even
the atheists.
yeah, right. Throw him something in this Prince of Egypt Moses movie. Um, but what is interesting, so yeah, that's, I mean, take that as you will. But what is sort of interesting, and what I would believe their intention is that there is this idea recurring, I think, in the Bible or in some like maybe it's sort of a secondary like interpretation, but like the idea that no human has actually like heard the voice of God, like we couldn't comprehend it. So whenever there's people like in the Bible or like that say like, oh, they heard the voice of God, it's actually like
Their
um
voice.
or well I think that the recurring language is like angel of the Lord or something. So like some people think there's like a specific, like in the way that there's like named angels like Michael and whatever, like that have different roles. There's an angel whose job is to basically translate um
Oh, cool.
what to sort of human speech or mortal speech or something. So anyway, there's like the idea of like the voice of God is one that I guess is like really conceptual anyway, and sort of like no one really know. Like there's not a clear, the idea of the voice of God in and of itself is sort of like debated, I guess.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of wild stuff in the Bible, and to be honest,
Mhm.
like it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you like this movie so much, Brendan, because like you're not a very religious person.
That's true. It's like I believe, like I
Yeah.
believe in God, and I believe in like an afterlife of some sort. But yeah, I haven't like read the Bible or, but I'm like very open to things.
No, I got
Mhm.
you. Hey,
So and
you're
yeah.
woke.
Yeah, I'm like very open. Like the world is magnificent. So I don't know, but
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
that's dink. I'm
this
happy that I'm happy you found your way through the Prince of Egypt.
no, yeah, Prince of Egypt for me is top 5 animated films of all time.
I thought this was your number one.
No, number 1 is Tarzan.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Dude, this
Yeah.
is new to me.
No, yeah, that's my favorite anime film of all time. One
Is
time
it
I
just
saw
because
it.
it's music? It's just music, dude. If there's music in an animated thing, you'll love it.
Well, first of all, the music there by Phil Collins is like literally 10 out of 10. All of those songs.
That's what I'm saying, and you love the music from this movie
I
too.
just I like when I was young, I had like an obsession with like jungles and like
Mm.
forests and just like cool shit like that. And then this movie just had it all for me, and it's like so touching and just it's perfect.
All right, what's your number two?
See, that's why I have to like think hard, but
Okay, no worries, no worries.
either
Well,
two or
what's-
three, two or three, yeah.
Do you know what your like? What are your top 5 in no particular order? Do you know that?
See, no, that I want to make this list. I feel like we should all
Okay.
eventually just make a list of like it doesn't have to be order, just our top 10 animated, and then a top 10 like normal, like
Oof.
normal people.
Yeah, that's a broad category.
Yeah,
Top 10
I'm just trying to bully Brendan to see if all his movies have music in them, like original music.
I mean, most films have some original music in it, right?
No.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
most
No,
animated
no.
films.
Okay,
for
sorry.
sure.
No, score. I'm not saying score. I'm saying original songs. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Shrek
songs.
has it.
Yeah, okay.
Shrek does not have original songs.
No, but it has music in it.
Yes, it has original music, but not original songs.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So basically,
Yeah.
you're saying animated films where the characters don't sing. Well, actually, no, wait.
No, I'm
Like-
saying like where they made the song for the movie. Like,
Oh,
I think
made
you
the
guys-
song.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also like I think the fact they made the song for the movie and what you're calling a song, you don't just mean all instrumentation, like all this you mean like
oh, I guess you're right because Tarzan
Yeah.
doesn't really have like song. They just have like a score.
well, I think Tarzan
No, they
I'd
have
say has
songs.
like song because it's like there's overt like Phil Collins is singing, like it's like a song, like it's not
Wait, Phil Collins sings on that? I thought he just did drums.
No,
he's
he's singing. Have
yeah.
you not seen Tarzan? Son of
Oh
Man.
my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Okay,
No,
that's my
I
next
haven't
Strangers
seen it.
Like Me.
I have not seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time.
That's
Okay.
my next choice.
Oh my god.
Oh, also Meet the Robinsons. That's in my top. I would say my top 5.
Wow, that
and that
movie
doesn't
is
have any
so
songs.
forgettable.
Yeah,
Wow,
No,
Meet
it's-
the Robinsons.
that's so specific.
Watch it again, both of you, and then you'll see.
Dude, it doesn't even look good just as at a glance. Like the
You'll
cover,
be
like
awakened.
okay,
You,
yeah.
Brendan, have like some really specific because I know Surfs Up is another favorite
Yeah,
of yours.
I
Like
love
I
it.
know I saw Surfs Up in theaters, I think. And like fuck if I could tell you it's about a penguin who surfs and it's a documentary or something. Like and there's a
I'm
chicken.
telling you, you guys were too young to appreciate the messages and just like how well made these films are. If you watch it again,
Yeah.
you'll see. And that includes Surfs Up, Dan, please.
Oh my God.
Okay. Yeah. If ever I see it somewhere, maybe I'll check it out. It's just yeah, I would have you mentioned that like a couple episodes ago, I think, that you're like, oh man, you know what's great? Surfs Up. And I hadn't heard that I hadn't thought of that movie since I don't know how old we were when it came out, but just that movie had not entered my mind, my brain space for like a decade or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, do we have anything negative we want to say about?
I don't. You can skip me. I don't
not.
have any.
So this is actually something interesting. I don't know how deep we want to get into this.
Go ahead.
I do have some criticisms, but I realized that like the criticisms I have in the movie are like the criticisms of like the story of Moses. like
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that's,
okay.
you know,
that's hard because you
Yeah,
can't make
but-
yeah.
because it's like I don't know if we want to suddenly become a like theocracy, or what's the word? Theology podcast.
Dude, we're barely qualified to be a movie podcast.
I know,
We can do,
I
yeah,
know.
we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that's cool.
okay, well, yeah, okay, I'll throw it out there then. So, I mean, this is all like these are big ass questions because that no, it's like, but I don't know, man. Like, inherently, I feel like, well, I don't even know where to begin. With this, like Moses as an instrument of God, I feel like is like this double-edged sword to me, where the part that's sort of like inspiring and compelling and really fascinating and challenging is the idea of like he's someone who like has it all and is forced to break all his ties to do what is right, like because he's literally royalty, like he's not enslaved, clearly, like he's in a great position, and like what makes Moses, like what is his, I feel like, struggle is like breaking away from that and like awakening to the fact that like I'm not living a good life, and like my people and these human beings are like living, are literally enslaved, and I need to help them. And that's interesting.
Mhm.
What the other side of the coin though is kind of like, if I feel like thinking about it from the perspective of like the enslaved Hebrews, and they touch on this a little bit in the movie, but it's kind of like, okay, I don't know historically how long a period of time the Hebrew people, or the Israelites, I guess, like depending on the word you want to use, were enslaved in Egypt. But it was like at least generations, right? I mean, there were people that lived and died slaves, it seems. And
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. It's sort of like, okay, what, like,
Why did it take it this long?
yeah, like we're waiting around, and it's not even one of us that is like, one of us meaning one of us that is like at the bottom of the totem pole here, one of us that's like being worked to death. That's kind of like chosen, and we save ourselves. It's like somebody on the outside who, in terms of like ethnicity, I guess is maybe the word, is sort of one of us, but isn't living our life. And like he's propped up and he's brought in. It's sort of like,
Yeah, he's ethnically like a part of them, but like he had like a better upcoming.
yeah, it's not his experience that he's having. Like just the fact that sort of an external instrument that's brought in is like a little bit,
Well, can
that's
I just say
satisfying.
something for that,
I'd love
Dan? Just
it.
from like, just strictly based, 'cause I don't know like the full story, but just from like the movie, I'd say Moses would be like in the best position to be a leader, just because he has that like that figure where they can see him and be like, oh, I'm actually gonna follow him, because I guess he comes also from royalty, but he's like declining that. So maybe it's like an image thing.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's definitely, there's like the two, like you can read it different ways. Like, and yeah, I think absolutely. Even just in talking about like as a character, like not even the religious implications or the spiritual implications, just like in thinking about a figure, it is compelling and it is sort of inspiring. Yeah, to have someone that like makes the choice um to save a people, to do the right thing, to live a righteous life, whatever, not because they're uncomfortable, but actually at a cost, like actually sacrificing their comfort to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, like that is, yeah, that's totally an element. I just I can't help, and again, these are like big questions, but it's like you can't I can't help but sort of feel like, okay, like why now? Like there's all this emphasis put on like you were chosen and we were waiting for you, and it's like, waiting, like why were you waiting? Like not them, the people, but like why did they have to wait? Why do we have
True.
to work in this way where like as people live and die? Like couldn't there have been some hero, some savior before, however many babies were killed? Like it's just like, what are we waiting on here?
Something work. God works in something mysterious.
Yeah,
Something
I
ways.
guess. Like I said, these are big questions. This isn't me
Yeah.
expressing. Which, by the way, something interesting. I was brushing up on some of my Sunday school knowledge after watching this. Um, Apparently, I mean, in the Bible, I guess Moses actually, part of his. It's sort of interesting. I guess I don't know if it was when he was talking to the burning bush or what, but like said, I'm not capable of like articulating the message. Like I'm not well spoken enough to like move to save a people. And his older brother Aaron, the guy who's voiced by Jeff Goldblum in this movie, was his like spokesperson. Like he was the one that like did the talking on behalf of Moses,
Oh,
which I just is sort of interesting.
Hmm.
yeah.
Um, but anyway, so that's one element. The other thing, and again, big fucking question, their big thing, like it's like this is like, oh, man, the idea that there's a heap, like the god that saves them is a Hebrew god, and they is a god of that people exclusively. Is like the way they frame it. Is like, I feel like not something that you think about in like a modern lens. Like, does that mean the Egyptians? Like, it's implied, or within the logic of the movie, the gods that the Egyptians pray to are fake, right? Like, that's
Yeah.
literally the scene about the gods. It's literally smoke and mirrors. Like, that's like what the song is. It's like, showing that like this is fake and that they're lying, whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Actually,
But does that mean that they're a godless people? Like, and why is it like how? And I mean, literally, like, Hebrews, Israelites, Jewish people are like referred to as like God's chosen people, and it's just like, where does that leave? And I know that, like, I'm not trying to defend them, because they're like, it's a slave holding society, but like, just as human beings, like, where does that leave them? Like, do they have nothing? Like, are they and then where did they come from? Like, were they not made in God's image? Were they not created by the ultimate creator? Like, but they're just
that's a very good
abandoned.
question.
Like, it's just a weird dynamic that, like, it's some of it's certainly my
They
ignorance.
believed in the wrong god. That's why.
Yeah, it's just like, but where does it begin? Like, did they believe in the wrong god, and then the Hebrew god, the one true God, said, "Well, fuck you guys," or like, where?
Yeah,
I don't know.
they flipped the coin and they picked wrong.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's just like, I don't know. It's like,
And then
these
they
are
get plagues because they picked wrong. Because
right. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Like, again, this sounds like I'm saying, you guys know this, but for anyone else who's listening, I'm not arguing that like an entire group of people being enslaved is not something that like that they didn't deserve to be free, or like that you shouldn't go to every effort to like free these people. But the fact that, like, famously, and they showed in the movie, the final plague, there's 10 plagues, and the final plague is the death of all firstborns, or all firstborn children, I guess, because like,
Yeah.
Ramses was also firstborn, but he didn't die. So I guess it's like past a certain age or something. And it's not within the movie, and I have to imagine within the Bible as well. Like, it's not like it's like, woohoo, like, what a great thing. Like, it is like, it's this somber thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's this sort of necessary punishment. Like, it's not meant to be like a happy moment. But ultimately, it's like, it's done, right? Like, I mean, it's like, it's still something that happens. And it's sort of interesting because, like, the initial thing that snaps, at least within the movie, snaps Moses out of, like, when he can decide, I can't live this way, is learning that the Egyptians killed all the firstborn sons of the Hebrews. So it's kind of like, well, you're telling me that, like, you're the righteous ones and you're the good guys, but you also just did what they did. And I feel like there's an implication that it's like, well, they did it first, but you can't claim moral superiority and also do the same bad thing, even if it's out of, you know what I mean? Like, out of revenge.
Yeah.
God then
That's
said,
true.
"How do you like those bananas?"
Yeah. I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad too.
So anyway, I don't know.
I
It's just,
oughta.
yeah. Go cry to your raw now. These are all just like these are like big biblical questions that I'm sure are still talked about
Yeah.
now.
Even though
That'd be
another
really
thing-
cool if it was like a thing where like the Egyptians did have Ra and like they did have their powers too.
Oh yeah, and they were like fighting back.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Yeah.
Why
That
didn't
would be
they
a
make
cool
that
movie.
movie? That would be a fucking crazy movie. And then whoever wins, that's the god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that is what happens. You don't know.
True.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the way,
true.
did I ever tell you that we don't need? We'll talk. Maybe we'll say this for another episode. Did I ever tell you that was like my theory for how Game of Thrones was going to end?
Oh, the gods would have to fight each other, and
Yeah,
whoever won.
that like, I like. It's been a while since I've seen the show, so I'm forgetting something, and I don't want to bore you too much. But like that, like, basically that there was like a god that was like. Did you ever read Faust, like in high school or college? Did you ever read
No.
that play?
No.
Okay, Faust. It's pretty interesting. Faust is the story. It's like a German play or a German novel. I think it was a play about this dude that's like one of God's favorite people. Like, he's smart and he's interesting, and I think he's like an artist, and he's like apparently one of God's favorite people. And his name is Faust. And the play is about the devil goes to God and says, I bet I can turn Faust against you. I'm going to take your favorite kid and I'm going to turn him against you. I'm going to tempt him, and you'll see. And they basically make a bet that like who will Faust side with. I'm saying all that not just
Wait.
to prove us. What's that?
This sounds amazing. What?
Yeah, it's a classic. Faust is like a classic. It's a German, I think, play. But like, anyway, yeah, like Faustian. It's like a whole like genre thing.
Is it Dr. Faust? Is he a doctor?
Yeah, Dr. Fausti. Yeah, he was part of the Biden administration. No,
No. I think he
Yeah,
was.
no.
No, he was.
He might have been a doctor in the story. I think the play is just called Faust. Though.
Oh, Faust, a tragedy.
Yeah, Faust. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
By Johann
anyway,
Wolfgang.
yeah, that sounds right. Is it a play? Oh, it's a German legend, so it's a story. Anyway, I bring this up because like I thought that's where Game of Thrones was going to go, where there's some sort of reveal that like basically like the war between the Night King and the Living was like sort of this like big battle between whatever their god of light was called,
old gods and the new gods.
or like well yeah like the sort of Night King god or whatever, because I feel like they talk about it comes and then whatever their god of fire was fucking called. And
Wow,
I
dude, that would have been way too interesting for what we got.
yeah, maybe it's like how do you really represent that on screen? But it was like
No. I mean, like if they like, no, they were like, let's just do the shittiest possible ending, and everyone's gonna be upset.
Yeah, it was really bad. If that was their plan, they fucking achieved it. Anyway,
No, that's what happened.
don't you remember? It
Yeah,
was
dude,
awful.
we were all there.
No, but anyway, I don't even remember why I started talking about that. Oh, because
So
Raw.
who wins? Did the devil win or did Faust win?
I actually don't know. That's a good question. I don't remember who wins. Maybe there's like
man.
different versions depending on who's telling it. Kind of like I think it's maybe sort of like a
Ooh.
myth.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, in the end, there's one version where the devil carries them off the hell.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like yeah, it's just there's different.
You tell
Wow.
whichever story how your kid's been acting that day.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah,
His big brain for thinking
yeah.
that.
Honestly,
Those
the Germans
German
love
shits.
that shit, don't they?
Yeah, dude. Your kid was good. You say he went to heaven. They're acting like shit. You send them to hell.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's a cool. I mean, I brought that up because I feel like that is. I don't know. I always thought that was a cool concept. Like, I don't know.
Even though
like,
I
what's
was
that?
gonna say like for what you said, Dan, like him taking the children. This is not like to
Mhm.
be on the other side, but I think in the movie also it showed that like it didn't matter who the kid belonged to, like because he warned them. He said if you put the
Oh, yeah, the
blood
Red
of a
John.
lamb, yeah. But I think the families who didn't, because I think it showed like he took some some kids even in the village that the Hebrews were staying.
Yeah, but I
So it's like
believe
it didn't
was like,
matter who it was.
but I think
But who was telling them that? No one, like,
right.
did Moses tell them that? No, because Moses was like, nah, they're Egyptian. They don't even understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I think I mean, I suppose you're right. I mean, I remember that, and it's in the movie, and I remember learning it in Sunday school. That yeah, the I don't know why the Holy Spirit needs like a fucking passcode, but like yeah, the blood,
Yeah.
the lamb's blood meant we're Hebrew, don't kill me, please. But it's like those are the people who knew to put the blood up. You know what I mean? Egyptians didn't
Yeah,
know
exactly.
to put
Yeah,
the
totally.
lamb blood up. Like if they did, they would have just put some fucking blood on their door. So it's kind of like
Exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, it's just
So basically, Dan, you have two ratings. You have one for the Bible and one for the Prince of Egypt.
yes, exactly. The Bible score is I don't even know how to score the Bible.
I wouldn't do that because you
Yeah,
make it.
I wouldn't do that. I also we shouldn't get into this because this is way too sensitive. But I couldn't help but think. I mean, I don't know, Brendan. You probably weren't thinking this when you chose this movie. Like the concept of the Hebrew people having a promised land obviously also has a lot of political implications.
You're talking about Hamas.
No, I'm talking about the state of Israel.
Hamas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely not my intention when choosing.
Yeah,
I can't
But
believe
anyway.
you were so insensitive to pick this.
I know.
No, yeah, I
you're
just
trying
love
to
this
get-
movie.
I
get us
can't believe
trouble.
you made this movie like 3 years after you were born,
Yeah. Sorry.
and then recommended it to us.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah. That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah. Come on,
Yeah.
Brandon. Be more sensitive.
I will. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I fucked with
Mm.
it. It was cool. It was a great movie. Not the best DreamWorks movie though. Sorry to tell you that.
What's the best?
Is it
DreamWorks
Shrek?
movie?
For
Shrek
you?
2.
Oh, Shrek, 2.
2?
2 is better than 1. And if you guys, I'll have this argument all day.
No,
Okay.
I'll agree with Chuck. Actually,
I
I
guess I
enjoyed
don't have
2.
I don't have
Yeah.
super strong opinions, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What's
So which one do you enjoy more,
why?
Dan? 1 or
I
2?
just want what's that?
Do you know which one you enjoy more, like 1 or 2?
Not really. I mean, I guess I would have said 1, I guess. But
Okay.
I don't feel strong enough to fight about it. Although I do want to hear what Chuck says. So, man, no, you're wrong. Shrek 1 is the are you kidding me? Shrek 2? Shrek 2 sucks.
No, Shrek 2 is better. Shrek 2 has much more memorable characters.
Much
Like
more
Prince
memorable
Charming,
characters.
Prince Charming,
Uh-huh.
Puss in Boots, Fairy
Okay.
Godmother, the king and the queen, the king who's actually a
Oh,
frog.
yeah. And they're
That shit is
Uh-huh.
hilarious.
you know Shrek 1 has memorable characters? Shrek, Donkey.
Yeah, but we already
Fiona?
have them in the they're in all in the second one too.
Right, I know, but if we're talking about which movie introduced more memorable characters,
Oh no,
you're gonna
but like,
tell me it's Shrek 2?
but Shrek 2 is so good. Shrek 2 also has way better scenes. Like the end scene, like it negs every other movie.
Like when they sing "I Need a Hero." Is that the
Yes.
movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is pretty hype. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, dude, I'm still get hype. I get goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty.
Well, I don't know if this is true. I literally just saw like a comment of this, like a trivia thing for Shrek 1, where supposedly like the guy who made it, he was like, another guy didn't want him to be a writer, like his writer anymore or something like that. So he dedicated Lord Farquaad like as that guy, but like made it because he was like short IRL, and then he made him even shorter. And then he made it like Lord Farquaad, which is like fuckwad, but it was all like a revenge thing.
Wow.
That's pretty
Petty.
deep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. All right, what's your rating, Dan? Come on.
Hurry up. Maybe like an 8. I think I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah. We know mine.
No, we do, but I want to hear you say it.
Yeah, say it.
It is a golden 10.
Wow. Yeah. I've given some 10s on this. Chuck's given some 10s. Have you given any other 10s, Brendan? I think
No,
so.
he hasn't given any
Yeah.
tens.
You haven't given
I
any?
did. Blood
What did you
Diamond,
give?
I gave a 10.
Oh my god.
What did you give it?
Yeah,
10?
I forget his fucking tens are bullshit. Blood Diamond is
Blood
not
Diamond.
a 10.
Oh,
Blood
Blood
Diamond.
Diamond. What else
Blood
did you
Diamond?
give? Is that it?
You
No.
gave a movie where one line is literally that's my TV, bruv.
Yeah,
for
but
my
that's a good.
TV,
I mean,
bro.
that's a pretty good line.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah. And you know you love it, Chuck. Like,
Shut the fuck up. By the way, I have my my top 10 animated movies list. I had this from Letterboxd. I'm just gonna say it out loud right now.
oh,
Shrek-
yeah.
Shrek 2, Grave of the Fireflies, South Park the movie,
Wow.
Fantastic Planet, Iron Giant, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Lion King, Ratatouille, Spirited Away, and number 1 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Is that 9?
Okay.
I guess so.
Respect. I like a lot of those entries.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
like
thank
a
you,
lot
thank
too.
you.
No, little sort of limited Disney representation, right? Which is fine.
I fucking hate Disney
Yeah.
is overrated. Only good thing Disney's ever made is Lion King.
No, I disagree with that.
Yeah, definitely disagree.
I'm not saying like there's definitely like some people get obsessed with Disney in a way I don't understand, of all ages. But man, Beauty and the Beast is awesome. Hercules, talk about fucking animated musicals, like the music. Hercules has the best fucking music in like any of the Disney animated movies. I know you love Tarzan, Brendan. It's not a dig.
Yeah.
This
No,
Hercules
Hercules
has
is
some
really
fucking
good, though.
amazing music.
That's true. Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch is pretty good.
Yeah,
I
not
don't-
as good. Not good enough to crack into my top 10. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
you do a great Stitch impression though.
No, Brandon's the one who taught me how to do it.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
we go.
so the real master is Brendan.
Taught you how to do it.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
I studied how he did it, and then that's how I did it.
Wow.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
is really good.
I think the student.
Oh, I can't. I thought I showed you like IRL, Dan.
Maybe you did. It's been a long time. I just remember Chuck. I remember I did not know Chuck very well, and there was like some of the first things I learned about Chuck. I'm not even going to say him here. I feel like I knew very strange things about you, Chuck, before I knew the normal things. And one of the things was that you have a Stitch impression, and that's like the least weird thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about things that we've seen.
Oh,
It's been a
man.
long, yeah, it's been a
Yeah, I
long
know.
break. Let's cut it down to 3 each. So like it could be anything or games. We've been talking about games a lot. So yeah,
Okay.
so I can go real quick first because I just had it in my head. Smiling Friends. I don't know if you guys know what that is yet, but I can kind of try to explain it as best as I
Yeah,
can.
I
have
do.
heard it's an Adult Swim joint, right?
Yep, it's an Adult Swim. It has 2 seasons. Every episode's like 11 minutes. It's made by like classic Newgrounds animators.
Wow,
y-
really? Fuck, I
yeah,
haven't thought about Newgrounds. I don't know how long.
I know, and yeah, it's crazy, and they have like a lot of like internet references, which are pretty great. And yeah, it's great. It's an easy watch, like 11 minutes per episode. Every episode's just like you watch it and it's done.
Yeah.
um, um, but yeah, that's what I've been enjoying a lot. I've been rewatching episodes, trying to get my friends to watch it IRL. But yeah, it's been a good time.
Yeah,
Nice.
I enjoyed the ones you showed me.
Thank you.
I do want to watch it.
Brendan,
Like the
you
whole
go
thing.
next because my litter box isn't working.
Okay,
Yeah, I think it's
saw.
down.
Oh no!
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
actually?
Yeah, I think it's down. That's why I'm like,
Yeah, I'm fucked. I'll think of something.
I saw Arcane, which I loved.
Oh,
Mhm.
the show, right? It's a
Yeah,
animated show.
Netflix
Yeah, that
show
looks
League
cool.
of Legends. It's amazing. I can't believe like Chuck told me to watch it when it came out, but I don't know why I haven't watched it until now. But it's amazing.
Yeah,
Uh,
I sort of forgot about
yeah,
it. It does look. The animation looks awesome.
yeah. Oh, like, and that's the thing. You don't even have to be a League of Legends player or know anything about the
Mm,
lore to like enjoy this.
I think you would enjoy it more without any knowledge of the game.
that's good. I have zero
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah, no, because we always joke around that like the people who make League of Legends, everything besides League of Legends is amazing.
I remember you.
Yeah.
I think you, Chuck, or maybe both of you, telling me that, and I couldn't believe how. Like you told me, there's like they're like a musical group, right?
Yeah, they
Like
have a
that have created.
K-pop group, and their
Yeah,
K-pop group is good too.
that's wild.
Yeah,
I didn't realize how. I knew it was popular. I guess I didn't realize like how iconic these characters were becoming.
hmm But yeah, the
Yeah.
game's shit. Don't ever play the game. Yeah, for
Okay.
addicts. Yeah, from.
Other than that, I saw 28 Days Later. It was a rewatch though,
Oh
but
yeah,
it
that's a
had
good
been a
one.
long time. But yeah, really good movie.
Danny Boyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's all I can think of for now, but I also just wanted to mention, this is just random, but because Chuck mentioned DreamWorks, like Puss in Boots 2.
So good.
Oh yeah, is that the Death Wish one?
Uh,
Something.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah, that
it's amazing.
I haven't seen it, but I remember when. I mean, it would have been a little while ago now, but I think like when the trailer came out, I watched it and I was like, "Fuck, I haven't." I mean, it was not on my radar, but I remember thinking this actually looks really good, and I
Yeah.
haven't watched it, but I do remember thinking like this actually looks cool.
Yeah, you should definitely watch that movie.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I think it's like on streaming now. It must be
Yeah,
if you
it's
watch it.
definitely it's definitely on
Yeah.
Yeah,
streaming.
for sure.
Cool, cool.
Okay,
Uh,
that's it though.
I saw Challengers by Luca Guadagnino.
Was that good?
Yeah, it was really good. I love the music. The music in that movie is like classic house. It's so good.
Oh, cool.
Challengers?
Is that? It's the tennis. It's like
Yeah, it's a tennis movie with Zendaya.
yeah. That sort of it wasn't something I was aware of, but I heard it came out and I understood people would be excited. So I guess
Yeah,
I'll
it's
check it out.
yeah, Luca Guadagnino is fucking amazing. He's so
Oh,
good at like
he did Call Me by Your Name, right?
yeah, he did Call Me by Your Name in Suspiria.
Oh, Suspiria. Yeah, I guess we talked about that when we watched it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is good. I have still not seen Call Me by Your Name, if you can believe it. It's just never gotten around to it.
Me
Yeah,
either.
it's a little soured because like the whole drama like the controversy with Army Hammer.
Yeah, I guess so. I'd still check it out. I mean,
Yeah,
but
you can't let like one person ruin an entire movie.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, yeah, I enjoyed Challengers a lot. I saw the new Godzilla too, Godzilla -1. That
Oh, I
was
heard
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah, I heard that was like. I heard people liked it.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It's probably the best Godzilla movie I've ever seen. But that's not saying
Yeah.
like that. Like
Yeah,
that does
it's not
not
saying
say
that
that much. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you
It-
think of Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish.
Oh no, that's all I was gonna say.
What did you think of? I've of the sort of new American Godzilla reboots. I think they're like Hollywood movies. I've only seen like the first one, the one with Bryan Cranston, for like 15
Mhm.
minutes.
It's shit.
Mm.
Yeah, I've heard they've gotten. I feel like I actually thought that first one was sort of interesting. I'm not gonna say I loved it, but I feel like it was actually like, I don't know, just sort of a compelling approach. That it was like sort of very understated. Like it was like I feel like all from the perspective of like, I don't know, almost like a little bit Cloverfield esque, and that it was more like ground level as opposed to like monster fights, if you know what I mean. But I've
Yeah,
heard that.
it was like that only in the beginning.
Right. Well, that's what it is. I've heard now the movies now are basically it's like all just like beast fights.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot worse.
Mm.
And that's why this new one's good because it's like not the same studio or anything.
Right. Right. Is it
Yeah.
a Hong Kong movie? Am I crazy? Or is it?
What's this? Like, what do you mean by Hong Kong movie?
I don't know. When was it? When was it? Like, where's the studio based? Like,
No clue.
okay, I'll look it up.
Oh no, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Let's see. Should be a
Oh, distributed by Toho, so Japanese.
yeah,
Japanese.
Yeah.
mhm.
Anyway,
But Toho's big, right? Toho's done like a lot of animated Johns, right?
I think you're right. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm an expert, but I definitely recognize the name.
Oh, Toho is the guys who do Science or Saru. That's one of my favorite animation studios.
What is it called? The show?
Science Saru is like an animation studio that's done like Ping Pong, the animation.
Oh, a Science Saru
Oh.
is a is a studio.
Animations, yeah, it's an
Got
animation
it.
studio. They do movies too, but yeah, they're yeah, I fucking love, and they've also done Devilman Crybaby.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love that.
I watched a bit of that. I sort of fell off, but
Yeah, and they're doing American stuff now too. They just did the new Scott Pilgrim animated thing.
oh, I really want to watch that. I keep forgetting about it.
Oh, I watched that. It was good, Dan. I think you would
Yeah,
enjoy it.
I think I would too because I know it's like, for one thing, I don't think it's especially long, but
Oh no,
I
no,
think
no. It's pretty
yeah.
quick, and it's like I don't want to. There's one thing I kind of want to spoil it, but I don't want to spoil it.
Well, I'll watch. Maybe I'll watch it before the next podcast and we can talk about it.
Yeah, the thing I'm spoiling happens in the very first episode, so
I mean, do you want to tell me? Is it going to ruin anything?
no, I think it actually would make you more inclined to watch it. All I'm saying is it's basically not it's not the original story at all.
Interesting. Yeah, I sort of. That's part of why I wanted to watch the better because I heard. I didn't look into it because I didn't want anything spoiled. So I guess don't tell me. But I heard there was like, I don't know. It was sort of a retelling. Like there's something a bit different. So
Okay, yeah, if that's what you know, that's perfect.
okay, cool. I'll check it out.
But yeah, that's. Did I say 2 or 3? I think I said. Oh no, I said 3 things.
Did you? You said
Yeah.
Godzilla. You said.
Challengers,
Challengers.
and I said Smiling Friends.
Oh yeah. Finish telling me the Challengers. You liked it.
I loved it. It was really good.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll. That's like I said. That sort of like just popped up on my radar, but I didn't really know what to make of it.
Yeah, the music is so good. It's like,
Oh yeah. uh-huh.
yeah, if anything, if you don't even watch it, just go on Spotify and like go to the soundtrack and listen to the music. It's so good.
Yeah, I want to watch it too
Alright.
now. You got me hooked. You got me intrigued.
Does it
Yeah.
take place in like the 80s or 90s or something? Because it's sort of a no.
It's not a spoiler. I guess like early 2000s.
Okay. Yeah, because it's based on real people, right? Or is it
No,
sort of
no.
fictionalized?
It's not.
Oh.
It's all original. Like there's no
Oh,
like.
okay.
Yeah.
Why did I think? There's no reason I thought that it was based on real people. It's not.
There's
already.
been a lot of biopics of Tenet stuff recently. A lot of
Okay.
like, especially the American guy McElroy.
I don't know him, but I believe you.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
that's what I was thinking of.
All right, Dan, you gotta give us your movies. Come on.
I know.
Come on, or TV shows or whatever, man. A
I'm
play.
trying. A play? I haven't seen any plays. I'm not cultured enough. I'm literally like scrolling through Netflix trying to remember what I've watched. It's been so long. I feel like I've watched some good stuff, but it's just Well, a show, I finally went back to Silicon Valley, which I think Chuck
Oh
and you,
yeah,
we were watching
yeah.
somewhat together, and I never finished.
This guy
Um,
fucks.
yeah, this guy fucks. Um, it's really fucking funny. It's like even funnier than I remember, actually.
Mhm.
So that's been fun. Um, I'm really frustrated because I remember thinking to myself, I have to remember to talk about this movie, and I'm just not. But hmm. Yeah, I guess I've just been watching Silicon Valley. Maybe next time I'll remember when Letterbox is up. I'll
Oh no, mine's is working now. Let me just go on
Oh,
your account.
let me look too.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. La 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 la. La 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 la. Why are you laughing at me, dude?
La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Nice.
What movies are you guys excited to watch?
Um, good question.
Inside Out 2 and
Hmm.
um
That's super
the
popular.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and this horror film called Long Legs.
Long legs.
Yeah, with Nicolas Cage, and it seems like it's getting a lot of buzz.
Getting a lot of buzz. Long legs.
Oh,
I'm
and
I'm excited for the new Nosferatu. That's gonna be pretty good.
oh yeah, that looks kind of cool.
Mhm.
Not exactly timely, but that's cool. Yeah, Brendan, you know what you're excited for? The Gladiator 2 trailer just came out, dude.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Oh
about that.
yeah, okay. That also.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa.
Wow.
Even though I did see that, I didn't see the trailer yet, but I saw a
Oh, really?
comment saying like they used like a rap song or something. I wanted
Yeah, it
like
seems
some.
like. Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like any like trailer that does that type of trailer, like I wanted like orchestra, godlike like female vocals. You know what I
I
mean?
think it wasn't. So I did watch it, and I was waiting for it because I saw like every comment was like that what you just said. But if I remember, I don't think the whole thing. It's like a Jay Z song. It might be an original song. I don't even remember. It's not. It's actually like I don't remember because it's like not that long. It's like not that much of the trailer. It's like the last like 20 seconds
Oh,
or
okay.
something. It's not the whole thing, from what I remember.
Okay. But yeah, I want some more like Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, I have to imagine. Like, I bet that's not like what the score of the movie's going to sound like. Like, I bet that's just a trailer thing. Because actually, after seeing that and thinking what everyone else is thinking was like, is this what the movie's going to sound like? I went back and watched the original Gladiator 1 trailer from like 2000. And it also has like, it doesn't have like Jay Z or some shit, but it's like really cheesy. Like, the trailer does not look anything like the movie
Oh,
actually.
okay, good.
So, yeah,
So that's good.
yeah.
Dan, my thing is your account's like bugged. I'm like trying to look at your account.
I know. I'm trying to sign in on like every device I have, and it's not working. I'm panicking.
I see that you've seen Tar.
Oh, that was forever ago. But
Okay. At Eternity's Gate.
that was also. These are like a year ago.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, thank you for trying.
Dan will let us know in the next podcast.
I
You
guess
have to
so.
remember.
I feel like I watched something good, and I was like excited to talk to you guys about it. But I guess it wasn't that good because I don't remember.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't find it.
yeah, it's okay.
The wrestler.
No, that was also like. I mean, I rewatched that like some time ago.
Mm, you got me beat.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Hurt.
okay. You
Yeah.
just let me
Hey.
down.
Yeah, I know I did. Why did none of these streaming services have like your watched history? That's so annoying.
Because they want you to rewatch it again, dude.
They want me to forget, and it worked.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
fuck. Hmm.
Are we still doing 1 hour photo?
Yes, that is
Yeah, I
the
think
next
so.
movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
we
Unless
committed to it 3 months ago. So
you have a different.
no, yeah.
Why are you
Fuck
trying
me.
to
I
get
can't.
out of it? Well, yeah, why are
Yeah,
you trying to get
I
out of
can't
it,
even.
dude?
I can't even get into my letterbox. How am I supposed to remember what movies I want to watch?
Okay. No, I'm not trying to get out of it, but I
I
just in case like in 3 months Dan thought of something that it's like, oh no, we have to watch this first.
Yeah, no worries.
no, I'm a simple man.
Mhm.
That's coolio.
Yeah, there's a crazy anime reference in this.
In what?
That's all I know. In 1 hour photo.
Oh,
Don't spoil.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil, but once you guys see it, you're gonna laugh.
okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's interesting. I have to be
Yeah.
on the lookout for it now.
Probably something mainstream, like Dragon Ball Z.
Oh
or
no,
something.
it's actually no. It's very not mainstream, which is the funniest. The
Oh,
funny
that's
part.
cool.
Huh.
But they like not to spoil too much, but he like crazy mispronounces it.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really funny. Like I always just watch that clip how he says it.
Ah, that's funny.
I'm curious.
Yeah. So when you guys see it, you guys will know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right, boys.
All right, my
Yeah,
brothers.
yeah. I hope that Dan finds out, gets his letterbox fixed.
Me too.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
too.
I'm never gonna have. I'm not gonna have anything to say anymore.
Yeah, you're just gonna be. Yeah, you have to write it down on a piece of paper now.
Yeah, please. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
There'll just be post-its all over my house.
Mm-hmm.
What
You
was I
gave
gonna
Into
say?
the Wild a 1.5. Into the Wild is a great book.
Oh, are you?
I've never
Oh,
seen the movie. I've never seen the movie.
the movie sucks. The book's okay.
Okay, fair.
Granted, it's also been a long time since I've seen it, but
Yeah,
I
maybe it'll
remember.
change your life.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it seems like maybe I'm a little over the hill to be like backpacking to Alaska or whatever the fuck he did. But
Yeah, that's
who knows?
exactly what he did.
Yeah. Then he
Dude,
spoiler
fuck.
didn't end well.
Yeah, he was kind of a dumbass. But it was like romantic and whatever.
Is it? We don't need to talk about this whole thing, but like, is it romantic? Like, the dude like just decided like I don't want to be part of society. I'm no better than everyone. And guess what? He didn't. He ate the wrong fucking berry, and he,
Yeah.
No, that's not what happened. I thought he just died because what's his hypothermia.
well, whatever it was, like I mean, like the dude died. It's a tragedy. I'm not glad he died.
It was
It's
like
I
like,
think in the movie
it
it is
was
from the berries.
very.
what's
Oh
that?
really?
I think in the movies he did eat like berries that were poisonous or something.
That's crazy.
It's just like I don't know. It seems like an unforced error. Like,
Yeah, it definitely didn't need to happen.
yeah, like it all.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like the idea of like, oh, I'm gonna live off the grid, and he ran. He had a not a family like he was the father, but it's like he's got family members that are worried about him. It just seems a little bit strange to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, yeah, watch 1 Hour Photo. Who directed it? Who directed it? Who
I have no
directed
idea.
it? Who directed it? Who directed it? Who directed it?
Are you
Christopher
asking me?
Columbus.
Nope,
Christopher
it's not. It's definitely not Christopher Columbus. It's Mark Romanek.
Mark Romanek
Yep.
doesn't sound familiar at all.
Yeah, he did Taylor Swift "Shake It Off."
Oh shit!
Yeah, no,
Oh.
seriously, he did.
He's a legend.
Oh, yeah, he did a lot. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, he does. Oh, he does a lot of like musical things.
Yeah, that's
Not
interesting.
musical, concert shows.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
He's a legend. But yeah, we'll watch that and we'll talk about it. Oh, no, he does a lot of music videos.
Does he? Let's see.
Oh, like he's known for music videos.
How am I not seeing this anywhere?
Mark
Oh,
Romanek.
never mind. Yeah, I'm looking at the same list you are. I'm
Mhm.
sure. This is a lot. Man, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. He's probably making some bread.
That's
Alright.
like I don't remember the guy's name, but you remember that pretty awful movie called
Suicide Squad.
Mystery Men. Kind of similar, funnily enough. Did you ever see that?
Mystery Men.
No.
It's
No.
like from I think it's early 2000s. It's like a bunch of it's like Ben Stiller and William
Dude,
H.
this looks
Macy.
sick.
It's not.
Dude, he has like sword. Dude, he has like forks, and what is he gonna do with those forks?
Oh, you'll have to watch the movie to find out. Yeah, there's like the digger is like one of them. Like a dude that just has a shovel.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's wild.
this looks sick. This is basically The Fall.
Yeah, it's basically the ball. But I mean, well, I don't, enjoy it, I guess. But that, I guess I don't. It's not a great movie. I'll be honest. It's okay. But the director, he was a first-time director, and he had been up in that point. He had just directed commercials, and he hated directing this movie so much that he acted like halfway apparently through filming the movie was like, "Fuck you guys, we're gonna finish this movie. I'm gonna go back to doing commercials for $1 million a pop. That's gonna be my life. This is not worth it."
Damn.
So
Sounds about right.
I mean, I'd do that too, to be honest. If I could make good money directing commercials, why not?
Mm-hmm. Sounds like yeah.
True.
It sounds like what he did.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, on that note, 1 hour photo. Watch it, and yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, let's call it 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
All
settle
right.
for
Good,
3
guys.
months.
All right, boys. Stay safe. Don't do drugs. Or do
Yeah.
Let's
drugs.
go. Yeah.
Talk to you guys
Stay-
later.
All right. This is Chuck.
This is Daniel.
This is Brendan.
Bazinga.
Bazinga.
All right.